not sure if this song actually reminds me of the opening titles for Sherlock or if I'm just having a fungus-fueled hallucination. Either way, I'm now more interested in working on my Sherlock of Us fanfiction than I am in watching this episode. I can't figure out who Ellie is talking to here. Is she talking to me? No, seriously, is she talking to me? Am I a clown? Do I amuse her? Sorry, probably got those references all screwed up. I've never actually watched Joker.
Gas breaks down over time. This stuff's almost water.
That stuff should be 100% unusable. Diesel has at best a 12-month shelf life. Gas, in general, can break down after 3 to 6 months. Joel telling me that this old gas coming from a car currently growing a substantial amount of moss will work doesn't make me believe it will work.
Back in the day, we'd drive 10, 12 hours on one tank.
I'm not saying there isn't a car that can make it 10 hours plus on one tank, but they sure weren't as plentiful as Joel's making it seem with this story.
It doesn't matter how much you push the envelope. It'll still be stationary.
I'm going to go ahead and give a sin to myself because I'm most likely the only person who actually finds that joke amusing.
Here, this make you all nostalgic?
Joel is so distracted by Hank Williams that he takes his eyes off the road for an anxiety-inducing 7 seconds. This noticeably hairless bear is the only issue I have with this faithful recreation of the magazine from the game.
Why are all these pages stuck together? I'm just with you.
Joel is more scared of this question than he is of the infected, which is fair, but it's also an outdated stereotype about fathers being scared of the talk. Littering. Seeing this Arby sign makes me realize those old "Where did everybody go" commercials in this universe were accurate predictions of the near future, and for some reason that makes me sad. It also makes me want a roast beef sandwich and some horsey sauce to dip my curly fries in, but also the sad thing. Earlier, Ellie said,
I want to see a tank.
But when they drive past them, Joel doesn't say, "That's a tank." What a dick.
All right, that's enough for today.
And here's this conveniently laid out turnoff because I'm tired and I'm ready to set up camp and cook some ravioli. Hiding far away from the road is a good idea. However, this long and very direct set of tire tracks is definitely giving away your position.
What am I even eating?
That is 20-year-old Chef Boyardee ravioli.
That guy was good.
The prevailing wisdom regarding the flavor and safety of 20-year-old canned food appears to be you probably don't want to f around and find out unless it's absolutely necessary. And if your mouth goes numb, it's probably botulism. I guess what I'm saying is that Ellie shouldn't be assuming gender.
Fungus isn't that smart. This is too remote for infected anyway.
Show tries to let us down easy with his hint that no fungus zombies will be joining us in the episode. Joel was worried about the smoke from building a fire, but not about the light from this lamp.
Actually smells kind of good.
Well, that would be Frank's then.
Speaking ill of the rotting bill.
Oh, what the f*** is that?
You don't like coffee?
Jump scaring Ellie's morning with coffee, along with her inability to not let anything around her go without giving in to snooping. So the sin, as always, is Ellie. And coffee.
Why isn't he with you?
Long story.
Is it longer than 25 hours?
It's not, but it's probably going to feel like it, so I'm coming in hot and heavy with a request for a skip.
If you don't think there's hope for the world, why bother going on? I mean, you gotta try, right?
You haven't seen the world, so you don't know. Keep going for family.
This is why this story works. It's about so much more than dealing with external apocalypse problems. We get to see the characters navigate their internal struggles as well, reminding us that these aren't just video game avatars, but real people with emotions and fears that they must fight along with the fungus among us.
What if you don't find him?
I will.
How do you know?
I'm persistent.
Oh, the superpower of persistence. That always works out in the end. It doesn't get in the way of those other superpowers like extra human strength, laser eyes, and invisibility. Nope, persistence trumps all. This will work out well for Joel.
You got up pretty early if you want to grab more sleep.
I'm not even tired.
Kids.
Screw it.
We've never seen Joel be the type of person to just say screw it. So this is how we know that the writers were at a loss for how to make something bad happen.
We can jog right around this tunnel.
Not pictured in this scene, jogging. Having sat through an Underworld Matchstick Men double feature, I can tell you with the utmost certainty that this is a sin. Not the Matchstick Men portion, but the Underworld portion takes all or any of the good taste left over from Matchstick Men.
Hey, please help!
We're left to assume this is a trap. But are these guys just always ready to pull this? Clearly not that many people are driving anymore, so how often exactly would the time it would take to set all this up even be worth it? These tires look much more inflated right before the crash than they did a second ago because production put the safety of their stunt personnel ahead of continuity. I mean, don't get me wrong, that is the correct choice, but I still have to sin it.
You make it through. We promise.
The Bad Guys Who Deal Out Promises, a podcast produced in association with the same guys who send you emails about your Amazon account being tampered with.
Look at me. They're not going to hit you.
All those Mandalorian episodes have allowed him to know when he's dealing with people who have attended the Stormtrooper School of Aiming at Things. getting pissed off that the guy you're shooting at shoots back at you. Joel is amazingly lucky that this guy chose to run at him when he opened the door instead of immediately shooting. This scene has devolved into a convenient medley of things working or not working. Also, our hero can survive this. Seeing the reality on Ellie's face differ from her attitude in the mirror earlier is an incredibly powerful character moment. In a world where children are allowed so little innocence, what little exists for Ellie keeps getting taken from her. All I can do is remove a sin in appreciation of the character and the performance. Not a single person checks if there are any Doritos left in this vending machine.
Ellie, I gotta get in there. I can't fit through.
Joel absolutely could fit through the hole in the wall. Waiting for 3 episodes and almost to the 25-minute mark of your 4th episode to show us Melanie Linsky. You had Melanie Linsky this whole time and you kept her from us?
Kathleen, for God's sake, I delivered you. I held you in my hands.
I honestly have no clue what Kathleen is trying to find out or why Stathis Borans from David Cronenberg's remake of The Fly is in the situation he's in. But I'm pretty sure just being the doctor who delivered said adult when they were born does not give you the right to do whatever it is you probably did. I mostly just wanted to mention The Fly, but I feel strongly about the other stuff too. Also, it's so good to see John Getz. He's an insanely underrated character actor, and I'm glad he'll be hanging around for a long... Damn it!
This is Henry's work. Understand?
It's surprisingly difficult to take any threat from a person named Henry seriously. I'm genuinely shocked she's been able to get this many people to rally behind her cause. Also, show continues to not tell us what happened after the plane crash where the soccer team was stranded in the woods. The guy with the beard is the first in command because he has a beard, cliche. Let's be honest, we all suspected that Kansas City would be the first to go all Mad Max. Nothing in this scene is the least bit shocking.
You shouldn't have had to, you know.
But you're glad I did, right?
You're just a kid.
What a weird way to say thank you for saving my life, Ellie.
You put it in your pack. You shoot your damn ass off.
Fair enough, but isn't there an in-between place for her to store the gun? Having her have to get into her pack in a last-minute kind of situation doesn't seem smart. This smile after being handed a gun. I know it's a different world than our own, but that doesn't make the smile any less creepy.
No sign of them. You?
Yeah.
Perry is shockingly good at his job and seems to know what needs to be done, but he follows all of Kathleen's orders without question. It's a very interesting dynamic, and it's sinful that they don't have their own show, so this could be explored further. These bikes were left to die here like this, showing us this thing, which is obviously related to the fungus, only to then not talk about it for the rest of the episode. How is this less important than some dude named Henry?
Seal off the building for now.
Saying this instead of abandoning the city and, I hate to say it, moving to Ohio.
Okay, I'm in.
Take a look around first.
I feel like that would have been a good idea before immediately jumping into the room. Walking upstairs. Walking upstairs. Walking upstairs. Excitement.
Joe. Joe!
What?
What are you doing?
Joel lightly seasons the floor with glass shards because...
I don't want someone sneaking up on us while we're sleeping.
But he doesn't consider barricading the door even a little bit. Or not sleeping in view of the front door where someone could just shoot him and Ellie before they even stepped on the glass.
Did you know diarrhea is hereditary?
What?
Yeah, it runs in your genes.
Even cleverly written poop jokes are still poop jokes, and always a sin.
Joel!
They really could have ended on this beautiful scene with Joel and Ellie laughing together as their relationship has grown to the point where there's space for humor and joy amidst all the chaos, danger, and pain, and open the next episode with them being held at gunpoint. That would have been just as impactful. If the story's good, you don't need cliffhangers.
Oh, that tastes funny.
It's like looking in a mirror, only not.
Okay, but just know, you can't escape Will Livingston. He'll be back.
He will be an unstoppable force for good.
This is actually before my time.
Right.
It's a winner, though.
Why did the Scarecrow get an award?
Because he works with the Avengers.
What if you don't find him?
I will.
How do you know?
I'm a hard worker. I set high goals, and I've been told that I'm persistent.
I don't know what to say, really. 3 minutes to the biggest battle of our professional lives. All comes down to today.
You put it in your pack.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Look at those cans.
But when we get to 20, tell me. I'm gonna throw up.